Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. I'm Nikki McCutchen. I will be your host this evening. Thank you for just taking 30 minutes out of your schedule tonight just to join us, learn about this amazing technology. You'll have time to get on at the end if you have questions. That's what we're here for. We're here to answer your questions, as well as you can use the chat. Feel free at any time to use the chat and type in any questions that you have in there as well. We are going to get started with our medical disclaimer. So all of the technology we'll be discussing tonight is not intended to treat, cure, diagnose, or prevent any dis-ease. If you are pregnant or nursing or have medical conditions, like with embarking on any new health regimen, diet, or fitness program, please make sure to check with your preferred healthcare practitioner first. So with that, we are going to talk about this amazing tiny little technology that has the ROI on this technology is truly jaw-dropping for what you're doing and the body support that this brings. So this technology is FDA recognized and compliant as a general wellness product. It's a class 1 medical device, completely non-transdermal. What that means is the center of that patch that you see right there, there's nothing that's entering the body. So most people are used to a patch that is putting something into the body, a vitamin patch, a nicotine patch, an estrogen patch. Those all, or lidocaine patch, those are all putting something into the body, and then the body has to use that to help with whatever it's trying to help with. This is completely different from that, okay? There's nothing else on the market that is actually like this. So just make sure that you let us know what questions you have, because I know this could be a completely new concept. Oh, and I just had a thought. Let me stop with that. If this is your first time on this call tonight, we always give away, we do a drawing for 5 days free of this technology. So if you are brand new and you haven't started on the technology, please go ahead and type your name in the chat and who invited you to the call tonight. And at the end, we will do that drawing to see who wins 5 days free of this technology. And we are super excited to be able to give that to you tonight. So back to this non-transdermal technology. So it's sealed on both sides with medical grade plastic, completely hypoallergenic adhesive. The inside of it is made of organic amino acids and salts that are, like I said, organic. So what that means is they break down over time based on our body heat. Okay, so but again, nothing's transferring into the body because it's sealed on both sides. So this technology has a 96% effectiveness rate. Okay, so just let that soak in for a minute. Okay, because if you're talking about a natural product or something that you utilize, the availability to have a 96% effectiveness rate is truly jaw-dropping. Okay, and then here is what is also truly amazing is that we have another product, a supplement, where the combination of these two, our Cellergize Morning and our X39 technology, just won the Biotech Year of the Award, Stem Cell Innovation of the Year in 2025. Okay, this is a highly prestigious award. There were thousands and thousands of entries, 15 countries. So again, this is a worldwide award that is given for a novel product. Okay, so again, when I'm telling you there's nothing else on the market, that company has also tested and tried that, because to win the Stem Cell Innovation of the Year award, you could not have something that had already been invented. Okay, so these two together allow our bodies to have 100% efficacy rate, which is, again, incredible. Why is that possible? So sometimes that other 4% that is struggling with, noticing anything or feeling a result with the technology is because their bodies are deficient in a mineral that a lot of people can be deficient or unbalanced in. So this technology, again, novel, there's nothing else on the market like it. You cannot get a mixture like this. Now, you can buy these individually or coordinating vitamins together to some extent, but not all together like this is composed of, because this is what allows our body to have all of the electrolytes, the balance of zinc and copper, amino acids, and sea buckthorn extract, which is a supporter of the stem cells in your body. Okay, so that supports your body's ability to have stem cells work the way that they're designed to work. Okay, so again, that combination is not something you can get anywhere else. All right, so this is truly an amazing technology and supplement that we have together to make sure people actually get 100% results and that your body is balanced in the things that a lot of people are deficient in. So magnesium, potassium, copper, alanine, some of those things that is common for people to be, struggle with that in the body and have that balance that you actually need to get the most use you can out of this technology. You don't have to have the Cellergize for this to work. Again, 96% effectiveness all on its own, which is truly amazing. So this technology is also extremely affordable. Let me tell you why. The only comparison that is even close, okay, it's not a great comparison, and I'll explain that in a minute, but the only thing that's even close would be a stem cell injection. Those are thousands and thousands of dollars. And if anyone that you know of has gone in to do that, what do they tell you? They tell you, we have no idea if this is going to work for you or not, but we are happy to take your thousands of dollars and try it for you. Okay, your pennies on the dollar, less than a cup of coffee a day to have a 96% effectiveness rate, meaning those regenerative cells are getting up and working. Those master cells are getting up and working. What happens in the body is that the master cells just start to no longer work properly. That's the body's natural aging process. So by the time we're 30, half of our regenerative cells are no longer working on our behalf. By the time we're 60, we only have about 10% that are any longer working for us. This is the natural path the body will go down if you don't take any kind of intervention. And there's actually no intervention you can take that does what this does, okay, to get those up and going again. There's nothing else that can reverse age, not just anti-age, but truly reverse age. So this is resetting 4,000 genes to a younger, healthier state, which means if those get reset to a younger, healthier state, your body has more availability for protection and prevention of what it does and why 20-year-olds don't have as many issues as 40-year-olds. Okay, that's why, because these master cells are just no longer working in the body. This is the light switch. Okay, this is just like, think about electricity in your house. When you walk into a room and you flip on that light switch, okay, that light switch is not the electricity. That's not where it's coming from. It's the switch that turns it on. Okay, if you don't have that switch, there is no electricity that is coming on in your house. Okay, this is the same thing for this. Okay, so this is just the light switch that is telling a peptide called GHK copper peptide to get up and get running the way that it was designed to when you were younger. Okay, so this peptide just starts to, no longer work properly, and so we just don't have as many regenerative cells up and working on our behalf. So GHK copper peptide is considered the fountain of youth in the body. It's because it helps to, like I said, reset 4,000 genes to a younger, healthier state. Okay, let me give a comparison of that so you actually hear that and let that sink in. So if we're talking about grapes, there is something in grapes called resveratrol. It resets two genes, to a younger, healthier state. Okay, so I can eat grapes every day. Happy to do that. Love grapes. Love the fact that it's going to reset two genes. Love the fact that I'm going to have phytonutrients, antioxidants, all of these things that are going to be good for me. All right, but I can make it even simpler by putting on a tiny little patch, resetting 4,000 genes to a younger, healthier state. So when I'm talking about ROI, your return on your investment, pennies on the dollar per day for you to reset 4,000 genes to a younger, healthier state. Okay, you have to really grasp what is going on there and what you're getting with this technology. So if we're talking about, let's break this down. Okay, Nikki, how does this actually work? Like, you're giving me some good things, but I don't understand how this works. So When you go out into the sun and the sun hits your skin and your eyes, it tells your body to make vitamin D. That vitamin D then goes and does what it was already designed to do in your body. So your body is using the vitamin D. So understand all that's happening is your body is working the way that it was designed. It's being supported to work the way that it was designed. That's what's amazing about our founder and inventor is he studies the way we are created, the way our bodies are designed, and then he supports that design. All right. Brilliant. I wish all scientists, doctors would have researchers that would be their path to study the way God has designed us and then support that design versus, the thought process of the body is broken and we need to fix it. And so we're going to give you this injection, that supplement, this drug, whatever it is. And we're going to, fix your body. All right. Completely different philosophies of how we are supporting the body. I kind of hate to use even supporting in that other thing that I just explained to you, because looking at the body in the way that it's designed, that's when we come from a mindset of support for the body to do its job, not something forcing our body or trying to make our body do something that we want it to do. Instead, helping the body work the way that it was designed, because we are fearfully and wonderfully made. And so that kind of support is truly remarkable. So sun hits our skin and our eyes. It helps our body make vitamin D. The vitamin D goes and does what it was designed to do. This technology works the same way, only we become the light source or the heat source. We don't need the sun for this technology to work. Let me break that down as well. So when you see on a movie and they're looking through night vision goggles and they're talking about a heat signature. So when you watch that, you're seeing all those colors. They're calling it a heat signature, but that heat is coming from the light. Okay, so the light of all those colors you're seeing, that's light. It's creating the heat. So scientifically, that heat is a light source. So we emit this light, low-grade infrared light that we can't see by the naked eye. So night vision goggles allows you to see that hits the center of this patch. Okay, the center of that patch, like I told you, is a crystal lattice structure that's like a mirror. Okay, so it hits the center of that patch and is reflected back into the body at a very specific frequency. Okay, so this frequency then is what turns on GHK copper peptide. So I was listening to somebody talk today just about actually, it was a pastor, and he was just talking about how ultimately, like, everything has energy. So a lot of times people get hung up on that, but let me just explain that for you for a second as well. So when we break it down to the mitochondria, okay, in our body, so the cells, the powerhouse of the cell, the mitochondria, okay, it is producing ATP in the body. ATP is energy. So every single cell in our body has to have energy to do what it was designed to do. You need energy to think. You need energy to speak. You need energy in order for your eyes to see what it's looking at. You need energy for your body to eat food and digest the food and then use the nutrients that you've gotten from the food. All of those things take energy. Every single body process needs ATP or energy in order for it to work right. Okay. So this then is just flipping on that switch of turning on GHK copper peptide and that reflecting back at a very specific wavelength, turning that on so that this peptide will go and get busy doing the things that it's designed to do. You can place it anywhere on the body. I put mine on in the morning when I get up. I take it off at night when I go to bed. The next day I put on a brand new patch, 12 hours on, 12 hours off. So that is what the rhythm that you need to get into in utilizing this technology to get that up and running and helping support your body, and then having the time off so that, again, the light switch isn't on. Eventually, the lights will burn out, right? Eventually those lights are going to burn out. That happens in our body too, to where if we are constantly signaling it, so not taking this off, then that peptide will get tired and it will just say, I'm not working anymore. I'm done. Okay, so that 12 hours on, 12 hours off is what helps us stay in that rhythm to turn that peptide on. First thing that GHK copper peptide does is turns on regenerative cells, okay? They can go anywhere, do anything, become anything, so that our body has full support and it can decide where it needs to regenerate. Amazing, right? But like I said before, the only comparison being not really a great one to a stem cell injection. And this is why. Because so first you have the regenerative cells that are supported. Then you have, oh, my earring just fell off. Well, we're just going to throw that to the side. And now I don't even know. Now it's on the floor. Okay, sorry about that, squirrel. So regenerative cells, now your cardiovascular system being supported at the mitochondrial level for your heart, the blood vessels, the lining of your blood vessels, okay, in multiple ways, having your entire cardiovascular system supported. A stem cell injection can't do that. It doesn't do that. Okay. So then your brain support. Okay. So your brain is now able to think more clearly. Anxiety and depression begin to move. You don't have those heavy weights on you anymore. You begin to feel better, think clearer. That for me, like within like 6 weeks, I was like, oh my goodness, I'm finally remembering things. I'm remembering conversations I had. Whereas I just started to forget stuff all the time and just chalk it up to, well, I'm just getting older. I'm so thankful to have a technology where I can refuse that. I can refuse, I'm just getting older. I can say, I'm not doing that. I remember I would have these conversations with my friends when everyone was turning 40. Okay, I'm over 50 now. But at 40, everybody's bodies were breaking down. I mean, it was I was like the craziest thing. Everybody's complaining. They're having all these issues. And I would literally say to them, I'm not doing that. I am not doing that. So now I actually have a technology at 50 that allows me to say, I'm not doing that. I can just put this on my body, switch goes back on, my brain starts working better, I'm sleeping better, I have more energy, I feel younger, my skin is better, my hair is better. It's fantastic. Okay, so then your collagen, talking about hair, skin, and nails, it's not just the hair, skin, and nails that's supported by GHK copper peptide. It's your entire collagen system, 28 different types in your body, the lining of all of your organs, okay, the fascia, the ligaments, the tendons, everything is now supported because all of your collagen is being supported. So think about that. You have got regenerative cells going that decline, like I said, that are declining as we age. Collagen in the body actually declines at about the same rate as regenerative cells. So if I get those two up and running together, it's why people get such a wide variety of things that are helpful to them. So the other thing is your immune system. So those 5 things, that's only 5. If you Google GHK copper peptide, you're going to get a very long list of things that it actually supports in the body, over 80 different types of things and body systems and things that happen in the body. So it's truly remarkable. Your ROI on this health investment, I don't really know how you actually put a price on it. I mean, we're talking like, I don't know how else you do that. So think about this for a second, okay? Most people live their lives reactively. What happens to me? And now I'm going to figure out, how can I fix it? I'm going to go to my doctor. I'm going to have them tell me how I can fix it. Okay. What if we flip that on its head? Okay. So instead of living reactively, try to put this in your brains for a second. There are only 2 choices in life. You are either investing in your health, which takes an active level conscious choice, an investment in your health. Health doesn't just happen. It's not just given to you on a silver platter. You have to make choices that allow yourself to be healthy, because everything else in our world is constantly bombarding us with toxins. Constantly. There is not one avenue that you can point to that is not bombarded with toxins. So that only leaves you with one other choice. You're either investing in your health or you're investing in your illness. Let that sink in for a minute. So if I'm investing in my illness, I can do that completely passively. Right? And I have no idea. Some people have no idea that that's the choice that they're making, because I'm just living reactively to whatever's happening to me. There is nothing else I have seen. I have worked in the health industry and been around health, people, and researching health and doing all kinds of things. I mean, probably since high school, but always been interested. So I grew up definitely with crunchier parents and crunchier grandparents. So we were always looking at ways to be more healthy. And I'm so thankful for that. Taking that investment in your health is huge versus just letting things happen to you and then trying to react to that. I've never seen anything that you can do so simply and so inexpensively and for the least amount of time, literally, what that didn't even take me a second. Sorry, my sticky's all worn off. That didn't even take me a second to put on my body. And I go about my day for doing whatever I'm called to do. Okay. So I've never seen something this powerful that has this big of a ROI on your health to make this kind of investment. It's truly, truly remarkable. And I am so thankful that we have the opportunity to share this with you and that we have the opportunity to wear it ourselves. So, now, okay, let me just talk you through this for a second. Because people say, well, Nikki, how long do I have to wear it? Okay, here's the deal. We're all only going down one path. There is literally only one path, and that is called aging. Things break down, things don't work right. It's just the way this life is because of the weight of sin. That's just how it is. Okay, so we are going down that path. This now gives me the opportunity to say, I'm not doing that. I am not doing that. Okay. Literally, our inventor and founder, this is one of the reasons he created the technology was so that people can live their lives vitally for however many years the good Lord leaves you here on this earth. Okay. So it shortens your illness, the amount of illness that you have towards the end of your life. That's really what he's trying to do is give people quality of life for as long as we have here. My dad died of Parkinson's, years. Okay, we're years. Okay, and just of, sadness. Not great, not great. Truly, like I said, I don't know how else to describe it, but just not a fun way to live. Okay. So this technology gives me a potential way to support my body in a way that is not going to leave me for years of suffering. And I'm so very thankful for that when I've seen, what's happened, especially to my dad. So um anyway, so I'm so thankful for that. And so did I talk about hydration? I think I forgot hydration. So anything in health, okay, the most least expensive thing you can do is make sure you're properly hydrated. Good high quality water, okay, not just from the tap. If you don't know anything about that, please do some research on that. Let's get you some good high quality water and electrolytes. Your every single thing in health is operated through the hydration of the body. Pain can go away with just proper hydration. Inflammation can be significantly reduced just with good hydration. That's outside of even using this technology. That's for anything in health. So just know that that is going to be key for the cells to talk to each other with this technology as well, because we're talking about a light therapy product. So it's working on that light. So and electricity, electrolytes for the cells to talk to each other, one to another. Okay, electricity and moving through light, communication happening throughout the body, cell to cell to cell to cell. So, I think I covered it all. Sorry, I went on a few rabbit trails and lost my earring. And, so there were some random things that happened tonight. I would love to answer your questions. What questions can we answer? Oh, and then did anybody put in the chat? Is anybody brand new here tonight for us to do that drawing and win you 5 days free of the X39 technology? Feel free to unmute yourself. You can type your question in the chat. You can unmute yourself. What questions can we answer for you?
Hi, this is Jessica. I was driving, as you well know, and I was trying to get my friend to log on, but she had a problem, so I just ran to her house, but she missed the whole beginning. You want to tell her a little bit about you had like what was it, the hamstring surgery?
Hamstring surgery.
Yeah, so she's had some stem cell.
I've had a PRP injection.
Yeah, she had a PRP injection, and she's still having like residue pain.
Okay. How did the PRP injection work for you?
It's helped with the pain, but that's all it's gonna do because my hip joint is bone on bone.
Okay.
So there's nothing there to repair.
Okay.
So it helps some with the pain. I would say 70%. But I do
Okay.
have an appointment with a surgeon to replace my hip joint.
Okay. Yeah. So let me just educate everybody on PRP real quick. So something that I don't think, and hopefully they told you this. A lot of places when I'm talking to people who've done PRP, they have no idea this is the case. So PRP is taking your blood out, spinning it like in a centrifuge, and then putting it back into your body. So your own blood, spinning it, putting it back into your body.
Right.
Here's the issue with that. So when we consider the fact that by the time we're 30, half of our regenerative cells are no longer working. Okay, half. By the time we're 60, we only have 10% any longer working. So depending on where you are on that age slide, okay,
Right.
is how many regenerative cells you have in your body that they're spinning and using. So that's going to determine how much use you get out of even the PRP. Now, here's what's cool. You want to utilize PRP, which I think is fantastic. If you're using this regenerative technology, it's going to help those regenerative cells get going across your body everywhere, in your blood, in everything, so that when they take your blood out and they spin it and they put it back into the area where you are needing help, you are getting maximum results. So however much money you spent on that PRP, now you're actually getting a good return on that investment, because this technology actually allows your body to regenerate and get up and going what you need for that PRP actually to be more successful. Okay, when you're talking about surgery and going into surgery, vital. Like, this technology is vital for that because it has the ability. So we're talking about GHK copper peptide. What it does is it reduces inflammation in the body by 30%. That's going to be huge for your surgery. The next thing is go ahead. Your question.
Sorry. Here.
Okay, so it's going to reduce inflammation by 30%. Then it's also going to get your regenerative cells up and working on your behalf, so that where you've had surgery, it helps to regenerate and do what your body needs to do, which your body's designed to heal. So it's going in there and it's helping to heal that. We also have a couple of other technologies I would recommend for surgery just to help with the pain. We do have, especially since you're still in pain, it's possible that you could just use this one technology in the X39, and it helped for that, for you to have help with pain. But we do have some other technologies as well that you might want to consider adding. That would just be working with Pastor Ed and Vicky, who invited you to the call tonight, and having them help you figure out what that best course of use is going to be for you to have the best results possible. But always getting those regenerative cells up are going to help and benefit and increase your return on investment with the PRP, as well as help you recover from surgery.
There it goes. Are they back?
Yeah, she's back. Are you back, Nikki?
Yes, I'm back. Oh, I'm so
Okay.
glad it didn't dump the whole call. Thank you all.
It's okay.
God, I don't know what's going on.
Well, I was recommending her to use some vitamin C, collagen, and for the pain, maybe some Eon and Ice Wave.
Absolutely.
And you do
100%.
have patches, right?
I
Jessica,
have
do
some
you-
patches, but I don't know exactly what I have left over.
Well, I can just buy some.
Yeah, so she would have to do, I guess, a new order, but I have some that I could probably give her, but I just don't know what I have.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
don't wanna
you switch
take
it. What do you
patches.
have? And you can call me back and we can walk you through what you have to patch her and at least get her out of pain.
Yeah. I'm just not home right now and I won't be home for a while.
It's okay. I can order my patches.
She says she could order some.
Sure.
There you go. So
Yeah.
order some Eon, some Ice Wave, and X39.
So the other thing is, I forgot how you place the Eon.
Nikki, you want to go ahead?
Sure. Yeah, I'd place it right on top of the point of pain. So I'd put it right where the point of pain is. And the ice wave, I would use the tan one right on the point of pain as well. So I would actually stack the Eon and
top
the
of each
ice wave on
other?
the point of pain
On top of each
Yes.
other?
on top of each other. Yes.
So the Eon is the one that has the beige and then the white patch.
No, Eon is just white. It's ice wave that has the
Ice
beige
wave.
and the white. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So a white Eon, a tan ice wave, and then so let's say this is my hip. Okay, so I've got two patches stacked right here, and I would even stack the X39 on top of that as well. But then what you're going to do with the white ice wave is you're going to move it in the clockwise method. Okay, so you're going to then do in just 15 seconds, take a drink of water, see how much relief you get, and keep going, from there. So 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, try all of those spots around 15 seconds, take a drink of water between, and see which one gives you the most relief and pain. And then you will place that white ice wave wherever it needs to go. But so don't necessarily attach it to the skin, just hold it there and then move it. 15 seconds, drink of water, hold it and move it. So you're just going to keep doing that with the ice wave, trying all those spots, 3, 6, 9, and 12, and seeing where you get the most relief with the ice wave. And Vicki and Ed will completely help you with all this. They're masters. So they can help you in person. They can walk you over the phone, do it on a Zoom call, whatever you need. So
Yes. What was your question?
What if you don't hurt all the time? What if the position that I sit in, whether it's semi reclined, driving, but like most of the day I'm okay. Till this afternoon, it started hurting me because I had been up going.
Yeah.
So when do you put it on?
Yeah, so I would put the X39 on in the morning when you get up on that point of pain and see how you do. So you won't take that off until nighttime. So see how you do.
12
This is
hours.
12 hours. This is gonna take you a little bit of playing with.
Okay.
If you start to have pain during the day, you can then add an Eon right on top of the X39 and see if that gets it. So the Eon and Ice Wave, or you can use those as needed. All right. So the X39, which is really what you're looking for anyway, you're looking for the regenerative ability of your body to help regenerate that area. And that's going to be the most vital for you. The others you just kind of use as needed. So you can use those, if you, like you said, you come home today and now you're in pain, you can add an Eon to that. But it wouldn't surprise me if you start using just the X39 and then, you're not necessarily like you're noticing. Normally, I would be in pain during the afternoon, and actually, I'm not. So that is very common, a common result that people have. So I would start with the X39, see how that works, and then go from there, working with Pastor Ed and Vicki. And that's huge. Just know that this is what we do. So you're never bothering them. They want you to communicate with them. They want to be able to help you. But if you don't reach out to them and tell them what's going on with you, they can't help you. Like they may be checking in on you once in a while, but they need you to say what help you need, what's going on, how can I help you, what questions can I answer. So they genuinely want to be there for you and help you through this process.
Okay. And these patches are for pain only.
No, they're not. So that's what's amazing. So most people are used to a patch that is putting something into the body. So like a lidocaine patch for pain. All right. So that's not what this does. Okay. It's actually
So she missed the
sealed.
whole beginning. I'm sorry, because she couldn't log on.
No, yeah, you're totally fine. So it's sealed on both sides. So there's nothing entering the body. It is truly a red light therapy device. So like any light therapy, red light therapy, peptide therapy, this is a red light. So it's operating off of your own body's infrared light to get regenerative cells up and working on your behalf, which that's what you're looking for. You're not looking for something that's just going to treat symptomology. And that's really kind of our culture. Like we go to the doctor because we have a symptom. Instead, this is basically addressing root cause right away, which is the deterioration of the aging process, which just doesn't have our regenerative cells. They stop working for us. So this helps to reset that completely so that your regenerative ability of your body is there again, back to when you were in a younger, healthier state.
So you're telling me that since I've been told that I have bone on bone with this hip after a hamstring surgery, and I have been released the last few days, and that's totally healed, and they do realize I do have bone on bone. We lost her.
Oh,
It's okay.
I'm still here.
Oh, okay.
You're telling me that even with bone on bone, these patches will regenerate what?
So
If it's
I'm
bone
not
on
telling
bone.
you that it's going to regenerate the cartilage there. No,
Okay.
I'm definitely not telling you that.
Okay, I'm just
Don't,
trying to
don't hear
understand.
that. Yeah, most likely you're still going to need surgery. Yeah, most likely
Okay.
that's the case. Have I
Okay,
seen crazy things happen to where people don't need surgery? Yeah, I
I
have.
believe in
But I'm
crazy
not telling
things.
you that. I'm sorry,
Okay,
say that again.
I believe in crazy things. You never know what God can do
That's exactly
or
right.
will
That's
do.
exactly
He can
right.
do everything.
Yes, he can. That's exactly
Okay.
right. And that's
Okay.
ultimately that's it. This is God. This is the way he's designed our body to support itself. We just
Okay.
have a scientist, inventor, and founder that studied that design. It's
Uh-huh.
why we get the crazy results that we do. So,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
I would say most likely you're probably still going to have to have surgery, but this is going to help your body regenerate and recover from the surgery a whole lot faster and keep
Okay.
inflammation down. Yeah, so it's going to help all of that.
Okay, well, I have inflammation throughout my body because I have rheumatoid arthritis, which has really been contained and it's kind of in remission. But I also have other arthritis that gives me more trouble than my RA.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what's great about this technology is we might be putting it on your hip, hoping that it's going to help that hip pain and regeneration take place in the hip. But
right.
because you're turning on a peptide in your body that can go anywhere and do anything, you're
Okay.
also going to have support for the rheumatoid arthritis, any other kind of, inflammation in the body. You're going to have systemic support. So that's what's different than just a localized treatment or even a lidocaine patch or anything like that.
Right.
We're not talking about that. We're talking
Okay.
about full body turning back on and it doing what it was designed to do, supporting
Okay.
the full body. Yeah.
Okay. That would be nice. Very
Yes.
nice.
100%. 100%. Just make sure you drink lots of water. I don't know if you heard that
I
point.
do.
Okay, awesome. Water is very important. So that's great. Yes.
Okay,
Well,
great.
yes. So I'm so glad, Jessica, you got to your friend and she was able to come on and ask some questions.
me too.
Definitely
I've
get
been
back.
telling her about them, and she's like, "Well, I need to talk to my doctor. Or I need to this," and I'm like, "She just needs to hear,
Right.
how it works, what it
Yeah.
is." And I can't really explain all that stuff, so that's up to
Yeah,
you
and
guys.
you don't have to explain it. You can go and pull the videos off of patchtheway.com or you can pull them
Right.
off of my YouTube channel, which is just Nikki McCutchen. They're all there. I think I did forget to say that. So patchtheway.com, you can find all of our educational items. So there's actually over 200 patents and over 90 clinical studies. So this is not some fly-by-night, random, somebody put together. Let me tell you these. No, this is truly scientifically backed and proven to do what we say it's going to do. So those are all there. You can dive as deep into the science on patchtheway.com as you'd like to.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for being here tonight.
Leslie says her friend has a question.
Okay, awesome. Oh, good. Okay, thanks. Faith, yes. Faith, what can we answer for you? Leslie, do you know what her question is? I don't know if she can unmute.
I'm trying to unmute so I can tell you. She asked me if the
Okay,
patches are good for parasites. Are you
oh,
there, Faith?
There she is.
I was
Go ahead.
trying to unmute. Hello, everyone. Okay, so I was just curious, like between the water and the patches, which one do you think will be more effective for parasites? And so I asked Leslie, I was like, I know I cannot afford the water machine. I was like, do you know who has water so I can have a glass just to taste?
Yes, yes. So where do you live, Faith?
On 61st and Mingle.
Oh, you're in Tulsa. Okay, you're in Tulsa. Yeah, well, none of us have it yet. So we will be getting it as soon as it launches. And yeah, we're happy to share. So as far as parasites go, so this technology, whether it's our water technology or the patch technology, it's about bringing the body back into homeostasis and balance. Okay. So I seen when they're supporting that, it's going to support your body's ability to move out parasites. But just based on the knowledge that I have around parasite cleansing, that would be what I would tell you to do. Use some type of parasite cleanse. Cellcore is a great company. I'm trying to think. PRL has some parasite cleansing things. Leslie, there is a parasite information sheet that I have that I can grab and send to you.
Mhm.
There's a couple on Amazon that you can buy, and it tells you how to utilize those. So that's kind of a quicker way. I really like the Cellcore products. I've seen those work for thousands and thousands of people. So it's very thorough. And so I know that when I am recommending that, I know that it's going to help with parasites. So yeah,
Thank you so
castor oil is helpful for that, like using castor oil packs over your liver. That's another great thing to help with parasite cleansing. The biggest thing with parasite cleansing is you need some type of binder. So you don't want to just be killing them off. You want to be able to grab them and have something that will pull them out of the body. I mean, I could do a whole talk just on parasite cleansing. Sorry, I love all this kind of stuff. But parasites, when they die, they cause die-off symptoms. And so there is toxicity that gets created in the body. So that's why you need that binder. So you need to educate yourself or be working with someone who is educated on this. So you make sure that as you're killing them, you're doing it right and having those pulled out of the body as well. So that the patch technology and the water technology are going to help support your body to be able to do that more effectively.
Thank you so much. This was very helpful. Thank you. I will be looking forward for the information from Miss Leslie. Thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here tonight. We so appreciate you coming on and asking questions, and so thankful to be available to you. Please make sure that you get back with whoever invited you to the call tonight. Tell them that you're ready to get started on the technology. Don't wait to get that regeneration going in the body. It's so important. Remember, there's only two choices. You're either investing in your health or you're investing in your illness, just absentmindedly, not really realizing it. But investment in your health. Let's all work together to invest in our health. And that's why we're here to help you do that tonight. So get back to that person who invited you to the call. They will help you do that. And come back next Monday, bring friends. That's why we're here. We're here to educate, answer questions, 30 minutes every Monday night, Central Standard Time at 6 p.m. On Thursday nights, we have a testimonial call at 7 Central Standard Time where people will share about their results. Wednesday nights, we talk about the business opportunity because we believe sharing is caring. And so we're here to help you at whatever level that looks like for you and get you the most benefit you can out of this technology. So with that, we pray blessing over each and every one of you. Good night, everyone. Have a good night. Be
Bless you,
blessed.
Nikki.
Great call, Nikki. Good night.
Great
God bless.
call, Nikki. Great
Good
call.
night. Thank you.